I once knew a lady, she liked driving cars. She liked going to truck stops almost as much as the bars. Yes, she'd hit the highway, keep it in the left lane, where she'd only go 45 and drive truckers insane. She'd swerve for turtles, and she'd slow down for deer, all while putting her makeup on in the rear view mirror. And she'd get pulled over a couple times a year. Sweet talk that cop, open container of beer. She felt like her dipstick was reading under the line. She'd pour a couple of pints in, and then she'd run just fine. But too often she'd break down, seemed like she never could fix the trouble in her heart, nor underneath the hood. Yeah, she'd run it on empty, just as far as it go. She'd gotten used to being stranded on the side of the road. Well, some gravel roads, babe, they don't ever get paved. She wasn't that much to me, just someone I drove away. She's driving, she's driving. And she's driving, still driving. I once knew a lady, she liked driving cars. She liked going to truck stops almost as much as the bars. Thank you. We just talked about how I moved around a bunch, and it was voluntary. But sometimes it didn't feel that way. I was definitely a grown-up, making my own choices, but I might have been running a little bit too. Not from the law or anything. That would have been way cooler. Just feelings. So this is a song I wrote when I was getting ready to move to California with my family. I've got a little girl and a partner, Nikki, and we thought maybe we'd probably do better living in Ohio with a little kiddo, cost of living wise, on a songwriter's and barista's budget. The West Coast was a little more expensive than small town Ohio, and then we figured out pretty quickly after we were there that it just wasn't what we wanted for ourselves. So we decided to move west and just give it a shot and see if we could make it work. And we were in Kentucky pretty shortly after that. Anyway, this song's called "Way I'm Living." I wrote it when we were packing up. That's the relevancy there. I took the mirrors down off the walls, family portraits from the hall, emptied out the cupboards, brushed the dust off the ceiling fan, and I tossed some nails in an old coffee can. Sat down and cried at the kitchen table. I don't know what it is that could drive a man to live the way I'm living. I can't stay in one place too long, and I just get tired of the same old songs. I guess it's time that we get moving. So I got my suitcases all packed. All my books are poorly stacked in cardboard boxes on the front porch. In the fridge stand condiments like half-empty monuments to all the memories we made here. I don't know what it is that could drive a man to live the way I'm living. Can't stay in one place too long, and I just get tired of the same old songs. I guess it's time that we get moving. One last watering of the plants, now we'll have more room to dance. At least until we leave here in the morning. And honey, only time will tell, but if all goes right and well, we could grow some roots come this December. I don't know what it is that could drive a man to live the way I'm living. Can't stay in one place too long, and I just get tired of the same old songs. I guess it's time that we get moving. I don't know what it is that could drive a man to live the way I'm living. Can't stay in one place too long, I just get tired of the same old songs. I guess it's time. I guess it's time. I guess it's time that we get moving. Thank you. I don't know if this is the very next song that I wrote, but for the sake of continuity, it is. It feels like the very next song that I wrote after that one. I wrote this once we were in California and we had decided we were leaving. It's called Somewhere Else. Well, I've been hard on myself. I can't seem to find no help. If I stay, I think I'll forever be this way, and so I think I should go find some place down the road, make a name for myself somewhere else. Ooh, I don't care where, mama. Ooh, just as long as you're there, mama. I've been drinking too much, yeah, I've been smoking and such. Can't seem to get far enough away from myself. Yeah, I've known peace of mind, but it's been a long, long time. Wish I could push rewind and play back to I don't care where, mama. Ooh, just as long as you're there, mama. Yeah, I've been hard on myself. I can't seem to find no help. If I stay, I think I'll forever be this way, and so I think I should go find some place down the road, make a name for myself somewhere else. Ooh, now I don't care where, mama. Ooh, just as long as you're there, mama. Thank you. Every once in a while, I like to challenge a friend or have agreed to a challenge from a friend, songwriter friends. We like to do that sometimes when maybe might need a little push. Sometimes it helps to know that there's somebody else who's doing what you're doing, and that you've come into an agreement that you're going to create something. We were talking, or we weren't talking, but Jeri was talking about creativity earlier, and that's something that my friends and I have done for a while. It's just push one another to try and make songs, because it can be hard to make them if you're not pushed sometimes. So this is a song that a friend, a great songwriter who lives in Chattanooga, his name is Dalton Mills. He hit me up and asked if I wanted to do a little challenge, and so this song came out of that. It's called Go On Being. After all that you've been through and all that you've seen, it can get pretty hard to just go on being. Oh, it sounds so simple, two-syllable word. Everybody does it all around the world. But being ain't so easy with a heavy heart. Yeah, keeping it together, that's a kind of art. I'm no Picasso, not by any means. Yeah, sometimes I struggle just to go on being. Back before they got to you, back when you'd still dream, it didn't take much effort just to go on being. But you don't find pearls just sitting on the shore. For that kind of beauty, you gotta sink down to the floor. Where being ain't so easy with a heavy heart. Yeah, keeping it together, that's a kind of art. I'm no Picasso, not by any means. Sometimes I struggle just to go on being. Hey, let's meet each other in that field between right and wrong doing, and just go on being. 'Cause we're all misfits in space and time. You've got your troubles, honey, I've got mine. Being ain't so easy with a heavy heart. Yeah, keeping it together, that's a kind of art. I'm no Picasso, not by any means. Sometimes I struggle just to go on being. 'Cause being ain't so easy with a heavy heart. Yeah, keeping it together, that's a kind of art. I'm no Picasso, not by any means. Sometimes I struggle just to go on being. And sometimes I struggle just to go on being. And sometimes I struggle just to go on being. Thank you. This is one of the songs that Jane mentioned earlier. It was in part of the video submission contest thing. So here you are, Jane. This is called Be There Tomorrow. This is a relatively new song. Yeah, the world is still turning. Yeah, mama's still yearning. And the government's still taking half of her earnings. Your engine's well oiled, and the twins are still spoiled. Yeah, they only eat eggs if they've been soft boiled. They look just like you, they act like you too. The garage is a mess, you'd have called it a zoo. I ain't yet fixed the fence, but in my defense, it costs $400.99. And it feels like forever since you've been gone. Countless hours I have sang your songs. There was no way to know that you were dead wrong when you said, I'll be there tomorrow. When you said, I'll be there tomorrow. They built a new school with a big swimming pool. Of course I belly flopped in it just like a damn fool. I wish you could have seen me and Nadine when they crowned us the homecoming king and queen. And her family is nice, only met her dad twice, but he gave me some pretty solid advice. He said to me, son, you don't have to run if all that you want is to walk with someone. And it feels like forever since you've been gone. Countless hours I have sang your songs. There was no way to know that you were dead wrong when you said, I'll be there tomorrow. When you said, I'll be there tomorrow. So I try to be kind, keep a positive mind, but that darkness comes creeping in from time to time. Yeah, I know what you'd say. You'd tell me to pray and to shine bright enough to scare demons away. If you were still here, I could buy you a beer. They stopped carding me at the end of last year. But I drink alone when mama ain't home, and I keep track of time by your metronome. And it feels like forever since you've been gone. Countless hours I have sang your songs. There was no way to know that you were dead wrong when you said, I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, it feels like forever since you've been gone. Countless hours I have sang your songs. There was no way to know that you were dead wrong when you said, I'll be there tomorrow. When you said, I'll be there. Thank you. This was a song I wrote during quarantine. Very exciting time in my life.
For everyone.
For all of us, yes. How was yours? Interesting. This is called Back on Track. Sun shining, snow on the ground, and it's Been a while since you got out of town. Neighbor kids saying that. That's not how it goes. Let me start that over. There's a spoiler alert. Here we go. Sun shining, snow on the ground. It's been a while since you got out of town, dragging your feet and moping around. Sun shining, snow on the ground. Heartbreaking, glass in your hand. It's been a year since you've seen that man, yet you're so damn lonely you can hardly stand with that heartbreaking glass in your hand. You don't see you like we do. There is so much hope for you to get back on track, back on track, back to trailblazing, wheels on the road. And it's been too long since you laid down your load, a burden so heavy makes it hard to go. Trailblazing, wheels on the road. You got a fire burning deep in your heart, and now is the time you make your start, 'cause you could blow this whole damn world apart with that fire burning deep in your heart. You don't see you like we do. There is so much hope for you to get back on track, back on track. Sunshine and snow on the ground, and it's been a while since I've seen you around. Neighbor kids saying that you skipped town. Sunshine and snow on the ground. Sunshine and snow on the ground. Sun is shining, there's snow on the ground. See here. You got any John Prine fans here?
Yeah.
Nice. This is a song that I wrote. Sorry about that. No, just kidding. It's called Song for Prine. And I wrote this song, I think it was 4 years ago. 4-ish. Well, must have been 5 or 6 years ago. I wrote this song. It's pretty self-explanatory when I play it for you. I mean, there's not much to say about it, but I will tell you that when I wrote it, I was very adamant on trying to get this song into the ears and brain of the man himself, John Prine. Not for any reason besides that I thought that he should hear it, because I'd hoped that he could hear it, and if I heard that he heard it, that's all I needed. I didn't really expect anything from that. I'd hoped that maybe he'd chuckle, like if somebody told me that he did like a nose exhale at the song, that would like make my world, you know. That didn't happen as far as I know. I got pretty close. I went to New Orleans and met somebody from his record label and talked to them, and they told me to give him the song and they'd pass it along to him. I don't know whether or not it happened, but as fate would have it, last fall I got to open for John's son, Tommy Prine, who's now on tour and releasing a record this summer, and
since that show, we've become very good friends, and I'm going on tour with him for the rest of the year, wherever he goes in the country. And yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's really.
Does Tommy do his own songs or John's songs?
Tommy does his own songs. Yeah, he writes his own songs, and they're beautiful songs. He's doing his own thing. You know, he plays some of his dad's songs sometimes. He writes beautiful music, and he's a wonderful person, and I feel extremely honored and privileged to get to have met that family, and something tells me maybe John did hear that song. I don't know. So I do have a bunch of tour dates on my website and online, wherever on social media. If you want to check it out, I will be in Indianapolis, which is not terribly far. I'll also be in Cincinnati, right down the street from me, if you'd like to come see us. Anyway, the song's called Song for Prine, and I released it 1 month after John died. Well, several years back, I heard an old song called Spanish Pipe Dream. Still ain't sure what that means, but man, did that song stick. I blew up my TV and headed west to California. Could have gone down to Georgia, though, to grow some peaches on a farm. I sure would like to see John Prine, and yeah, I think I'll go sometime. Maybe I'll find Jesus on the way. I was living out in Monterey, and he played the Golden State Theater. And you know I would have been there had I more than just a dime bag of swag. Up in San Francisco, I couldn't seem to find a place to park. Made the hardly strictly bluegrass festival by dark, where John had played his set at 2 p.m. Dang. I sure would like to see John Prine, and I guess I'll try again sometime. Maybe I'll find Jesus on the way. Moved up north to Humboldt County, because that's where all my long-haired friends were growing all their bounty, and he played the university there with Ramblin' Jack Elliott on the day that I moved away. Out to Sacramento, I had a couple tickets for my birthday, or Christmas, or whatever. Anyway, I was on my way to the show when goddamn tread blew off the tire, 75 miles per hour, Pacheco Pass. It was scary as hell, and very true. I sure would like to see John Prine, and I guess I'll try again sometime. But I'm gonna pray I don't meet Jesus on the way. Well, I don't like to have to try too hard, and as it turns out, I'm a little afraid of leaving my own front yard, so I figured, hey, maybe the best way to go about this whole thing is to have old John Prine come to me. So if you ever see me walking down the street carrying a big old TV, first of all, welcome to Ludlow, Kentucky. You're welcome to join me. And second of all, I'll be watching John play in my living room. Safe and sound. Very cozy. Lazy Boy. Craigslist. All clean. No smoking household, no bugs, no nothing. Guy was real nice. Had a strange accent. Couldn't tell if he was Southern or European. Gave me some cookies. Sent me to space. Ended up in Mars. Said hi to Linda. I sure would like to see John Prine, but man, I almost died last time. I ain't ready to meet my maker. I wouldn't know what to say. Thank you. Yeah? All right. I got one or two more for you here. This is a song called Apple Don't Fall. I wrote this song It might have been 6 months ago or so. And this is the one that I entered in that contest, and I won the damn thing. So I entered it twice before and didn't place at all. So and then I did it on a whim this time. And I like the song a lot. I hope you like it. It's called Apple Don't Fall. I've lived this way for longer than any one man should. When we first had our daughter, I swore I was done for good. Always seem to relapse when I'm in too much pain. Doc says that it's genetic, so we blame my DNA. Have my folks met in rehab? Well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. If my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Don't fall too far from the tree. I betrayed friends and family. Yeah, I've stolen, cheated, lied. I can count on my 10 fingers all the times I nearly died. And every bar around this old town, they've got me 86th. And nothing seems to matter, not till I've had my fix. If my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. If my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Don't fall too far from the tree. They say that it's a struggle, but it's worth it to get clean. Well, I was born a fuck up, yeah, that's all I've ever been. Before I first arrived here, before I tasted life, I had the taste for alcohol and decades filled with strife. If my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Yeah, if my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Don't fall too far from the tree. My kid took to drinking, I guess that's what you do. You act just like your parents did, right in front of you. And when she gets to slurring, my heart it fills with shame. She's inherited much more than just her daddy's name.
My folks met in rehab. Well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Hey, if my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Don't fall too far from the tree. She convinced me I could change, and man, I'm on my way. Feels like it's been months and months, but it's been 3 damn days. When I make it through New Year's, well, I'll be a new me. Until then, I'll keep fighting for the man I aim to be. Yeah, if my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Yeah, if my folks met in rehab, well, what's that say about me? Apple don't fall, that apple don't fall too far from the tree. Don't fall too far from the tree. Won't fall too far from me. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Jordan Smart. Thank you, Jane, for having me. Thank you, Jeri. Y'all were wonderful.